Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from New Glarus that I'm excited to open. So this is their Oud Bruin, part of their Thumbprint series. I think it's like 5.5% alcohol or something like that, which is pretty standard for that style. I think I had mentioned when I did shoot. I can't remember what the Enigma. But there really wasn't too many American brewers that were doing like the Flanders style very well, and New Glarus was definitely one of them. And so I'm really excited to crack this guy open and see how this differs from the Enigma. But I'm sure it's going to be great, just like that way. Let's see. So as you can see, it pours a pretty dark red to brown color with a decent size beige head. It's actually pretty fluffy head. So the first thing that is in the aroma to me is like dark cherries and oak. There's a little bit of a caramel note to it, and then also just some of that like cheesy funk that these styles tend to have. It's not quite as cheesy and funky as the Enigma was. It's definitely more on like the caramely oaky character than the Enigma was really like cheesy and funky. This is a little less than that, but I'm sure the flavor is still going to be great. So we'll see. Yeah. These guys just knock this style out of the park. Or I mean, they knock everything they do out of the park, but this especially. There's some other like darker fruits in there too. A little bit of like a fig and date character. Definitely some dark malt, not like roasted, but just deep caramely malt. It's very oaky. The funk is definitely subdued in this compared to some of the other stuff I've had from them. I would say this is a more approachable wild beer for them than some of their other stuff. But again, it's very well rounded. It has a little bit of that like apple cider vinegar note that these Oud Bruins and Flanders have, but it's pretty minimal. There's a little bit of that brown sugar character as well. I think this one's a little less sour than the Enigma 2. Not that the Enigma was very sour, but this one, I mean, the sourness in this is almost, you might think it was not even brewed to be a sour and it might have a small infection or something. Like, it's pretty minimal. But I don't really think Oud Bruins are really supposed to necessarily be that sour. I mean, it's just a slightly wild, slightly funky brown ale, technically. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, and that's really what this is. It's this is a step down from the play on Rodenbach that I thought the Enigma was. Like I said, I would think this is more approachable to someone who's not used to drinking this style. But it's very clean and really easy to drink. Sometimes when beers are done so well, but they're not like the craziest weird beer, there's not like a ton of flavors to throw out there. It's just it hits all the marks that it's supposed to for the style that it is, and it's perfect to drink, and that's kind of what this is doing for me right now. Really, really nice, and I can't think of anyone else in the U.S. that I've had this style from that I thought was better than this. And the thing that's also amazing about these beers is, I think this is probably somewhere between $2 and $3 a bottle, which is ridiculous because it's such a good beer. But that's why New Glarus is so great. I mean, anytime I see someone trading them, unless it's like the really hard to get stuff like VSB, if there's no reason for them to be searching for anything crazy, because it's also very easily accessible if you live in Wisconsin. So because I can just trade local cans or whatever, local bottles, to get this kind of thing, I'll do it all day because it's just so good. And because it's so cheap, you can get like a 6-pack of this for maybe only a few bottles of cans or something else if you're doing dollar for dollar. So, yeah, definitely on my scale of buy, drink, dump. Excuse me. This is absolutely buy. Like I said, it's probably it max $3 a bottle, but I don't even think it's that much. It's probably, if it was per bottle, it would probably be $3. But I mean, in the 6-pack, it's probably like $2.50, $2.25, which is amazing for this type of beer. So yeah, I always tell this to anybody who's never had New Glarus or anything other than their fruits. Seek them out. They're easy to get. If you find someone in Wisconsin, they can snag it off the shelf, and they're all fantastic beers. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I actually have a bottle of Cranbic that I'm going to be reviewing soon too, which was one of my favorite beers from them. It's such a great. I don't even like cranberries, and it's a freaking awesome beer. So I look forward to doing that one soon. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.